Finally, it is not raining. It's supposed to rain this evening. Praying that it actually doesn't and it will miss us for once, because we have had so much rain over the past 4 days. Today would make day 5, that there's so much flooding in the area and my garden is flooded. But we have a few things that are still growing great and still producing, so come along. So about the only vegetables I have left in my garden that are producing are my bell pepper plants. I've got some green beans that hopefully will be flowering soon that I planted a little later in hopes to get a new crop of those. And then I planted my tomato plants and they are starting to turn red. And then my fall garden plot, I think that might be a bust because of all the rain. But let me show you. All of these bell pepper plants are still thriving. I did lose one last week. I think maybe it just got knocked down, shriveled up and died, but most of these, you can see right here, the blooms are still coming and the bell peppers are just still producing. I pulled probably 7 or 8 this morning and there's still some that I could probably pull. Like that's a good size one. And that's a good size one because I'm dehydrating these. So the smaller, it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm not gonna need them to be very big. But the blooms are still coming. These plants have not gotten notice that fall is right around the corner. They don't care. They're just gonna keep on producing, which is fine by me. I love bell peppers, and the more I can dehydrate, the better, because then I will have bell peppers ready to go in any recipe that I need. There are my little green beans. They may have had too much water this week. I can see the leaves are kind of wilting. I can't even get over there because of the rain. Look, I tried stepping over there and I just kept sinking. So I had to get out real quick. But hopefully that will dry up soon and I can get over there and check them out. I do see some flowers, some blooms right about there, all the way up. So I cannot wait to those start producing. We can have a little extra green beans for this fall. Now these 8 tomato plants, I've got 2 varieties here. I've got the Invincible paste tomatoes, and then I have the Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes, which are slicers. They're doing really, really well. I need to get in here and stake them up some more because they have been growing like crazy. But a couple of these, as you can see, are splitting because of so much water. But I will still use those. I'm definitely not going to be mad about it. I'd rather have too much water than none. Let me see if I can get over here to get this big yellow one. Show you. Look at that bad boy. It is, oh man. Look at that. I've been holding out for this tomato and something has eaten it. Oh, I am so upset. Oh no. Oh, that's such a bummer. I am really upset about that. Well, as you can see how big it is, it's almost there. So that's the second tomato that I have lost in a matter of a week. That really bums me out because it was so big and I was really, really hoping to taste that by this weekend. But something ate it. I think it was a rabbit, because one of my Invincible paste tomatoes, one of the lower ones, I think a rabbit ate it too. So sad. So I've got a couple other ones that are really big. They have not started turning yet. So I may have to, I don't know, do some netting or something if I lose another one. because I can't lose the big ones like that. Let me show you what my husband found. We have these around the perimeter of our property. We saw a really big one yesterday. And I was like, oh, I would love to have that in my garden because they do really well with eating certain insects that are bad. Well, he just found me one. Hi there, buddy. We're gonna let him go right here in the Kodiak brown yellow mustard seed, and hopefully it will do its job and eat. Come on, buddy, get out. Doesn't want to get out now. Okay, maybe I'll just set it down. Maybe he'll crawl out. He or she, I don't really know. I don't know what it is, but the one we had yesterday was ginormous. It was probably 3 times the size of this one. And its belly was extremely large. I was thinking maybe it was pregnant. He thought maybe it just had a big lunch. I don't know. But I'm gonna let this one go right here. Maybe. Doesn't seem like it wants to come out. Come on, buddy. I'm trying to let you go free. There you go. Get out there. Well, it doesn't want to go free. Well, I'll leave it here and then come back later and see if he goes free. I need you in my garden, buddy. One thing that I am excited to see that I planted last week that didn't get washed away is this clover. It is coming up nice. You can see the little clover specks all over. This is my cover crop. This is my crimson clover. I cannot wait till it just fills this area right here and it blooms. It will be so beautiful and great nutrition for my garden. So if you missed about planting it, go back and look at the last video and it explains the clover crop and where I got it from. As far as my fall plot, I think it's a bust. It was looking like a couple of the broccoli and cauliflower were coming up and maybe a couple shoots of the carrots. But with all of this rain, it has really just drowned them. These plants down here that were doing really well, they're just very wilted now. I think it's just way too much water. So this is really sad too. That was all of my cauliflower right there. My broccoli was right here. I'm hoping maybe the little shoots that I still see will survive, but I'm just not quite sure. Now I did plant my onion row right here again, but I don't know that it'll survive. This is so sad. Although that I prayed for all of this rain, I didn't pray for this much rain, where we still have standing water and the forecast calls for more rain today and tomorrow. This is not what my garden needs, not this much. It will just wash it all away and ruin a lot of the crops. So I'm hoping it dries up. Hopefully over the weekend we get some warm temperatures, even though it's going to be the beginning of fall. So we'll see. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so then you can see all of my updates for the fall garden and my tomato plants that are coming up. We're going to can some more tomato paste and some more spaghetti sauce. So make sure to follow along. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to make sure that you're notified when I do upload new videos. Till next time, we'll see you on Hilltop Gardens.